Hi everyone, so I'm back again today with another travel vlog, and this time we're sticking with the sunny southeast, or not so sunny majority of the time, but hey, if sacrificing the sun means getting delicious strawberries, well that's okay with me. I'm taking you around County Wexford, a county which was actually established by the Vikings way back when. There are so many historical landmarks to discover, from churches to castles and everything in between. As many of you know, I live in County Wicklow, so I'm starting with the area closest to me, Gorey, more specifically Courtown. Courtown is a lovely little village which I frequent often. You can't beat a 99 on a sunny day or a bag of chips by the seaside. There's plenty of activities to partake in, there's amusements and even a seal rescue centre, but I'll touch a little more on that later on.
Where has my fire gone? I've lost the will to hold on. I fade away. I let my love die and I walked away. I let my love die and I looked away from the last of my home. When our love loses light, when our love loses light. Where has the spirit gone? I've lost the heart in the sunlight. I gave it away. I let my love die and I walked away. I let my love die and I looked away from the last of my home. When our love loses light, when our love loses light.
Last year I came across the Seal Rescue Centre and I couldn't believe it was only a stone's throw away from me, so I went along to check it out. Kathy and Pedro from the centre were kind enough to show me around and explain the process to me. Unfortunately, the centre doesn't receive funding from the government. They rely solely on community support between volunteers and donations in order to carry out the fantastic work that they do at the centre. And I'll leave a link to their site below where there's more information and where you can donate. Seals that are found injured or orphaned anywhere in Ireland are transported to the centre. When they arrive, they are treated/assessed in the hospital first before moving into a quarantine section. Here the seals have their own little kennel, bath and heat lamp and are generally away from other seals to give them time to recuperate. Depending on their stage of recovery, some of the seals are hand fed while others are tube fed, and those that are a little more independent can feed themselves. Once the seals are healthy and well enough, they graduate to the nursery pool where they're introduced to other seals, and this gives them a chance to interact with other pups and compete for food like they would out in the wild. And when they're being fed, fish is thrown from afar, just so that the seals don't associate the fish with people. The last thing you want is when you're sitting in Courtown enjoying your fish and chips and a seal comes looking to grab a bite. They have to learn to fend for themselves. There's another pool then called the Rock, which you'll have just seen. It's deeper and larger. And when the seals are ready, they are then transferred to the pre-release pool, which I actually didn't see. It's fenced in so that the seals have no contact with humans in the weeks prior to their release to the wild. But when they're fit and healthy, the seals are then released back into the wild where they were found. In Courtown you can actually view the release, and it's just so lovely to see all the hard work come full circle. It was the highlight of the vlog for me.
With you, I'm free.
up, I took a trip out to the Wexford Lavender farm, which I actually think is one of the first of its kind in the country. Upon entering the grounds, you'll be greeted by a field of lavender, which you can actually walk through. I can only imagine how fantastic it looks when the lavender is in bloom. There's a quirky little cafe alongside where you can have a spot of lunch. There's a gift shop, a playground for the children, and of course you can purchase lavender on the day. I couldn't resist leaving without one, but yeah, overall it's a nice area to stop off in if you're passing through.
Kick me out and let me go. You don't need me, I'm an angry soul. Shut me out and lock the door. You don't need me. Pick up all these broken pieces I've left behind. I left you behind. Pick up all these broken pieces I've left behind.
Moving now into the heart of Wexford, we have the Irish National Heritage Park, which is an open-air museum covering 35 acres, which takes visitors through 9,000 years of Irish history. We went with a guided tour, and I'd highly recommend you do so. Our tour was led by Daniel, and he was extremely informative. He provided a wealth of knowledge and made the experience really enjoyable. The reconstructions of the dolmens, crannogs, ring forts and so on are truly magnificent, and it's a must-see if you want to gain an insight into Ireland through the ages.
Don't say you won't be here tonight. I just want last time. Don't you leave me here alone, trapped in my.
One place I was dying to see was Loftus Hall, which is Ireland's most haunted house. The 1870s mansion is open to the public, where you can gain an insight into its dark history. Great one to visit, especially around this time of year. Unfortunately, it was closed when we went, so we had to admire from afar, but I'll definitely be back. The very last stop along the way is Hook Lighthouse, which is the oldest operational lighthouse in the world. Its current structure is 800 years old and is located at the very tip of Hook Peninsula in County Wexford. But then that's it, so I hope you enjoyed venturing around County Wexford with me. If you enjoyed the vlog, make sure to leave me a thumbs up and a comment, and I'll chat to you all soon.